Okay. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. If you need a roof, you call Parish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. Thanks for being here with us, y'all. Hope your Thursday morning is off to a rip-roaring start. It is freezing. Wind chill 14 degrees right now. What the world are we even doing? That's not what I wanted to do. Anyway, you got it in the description there. I'm not sure if y'all saw the story yesterday, but there was a report, like a legitimate report from a gentleman that covers the NHL and has for NHL.com and ESPN and others, saying that there's a group, meaning a partnership group, that has expressed interest, and he cited the NHL deputy commissioner as well, as having confirmed this, that there's a group interested in bringing the NHL to New Orleans, which is pretty fascinating to think. So hit me and let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Like, is that something that you'd be interested in? Now, I'll tell you straight up, I don't think it can work for this reason. A pro sports franchise needs corporate dollars. You can't make it work without corporate dollars to buy suites and to have corporate sponsorships. I mean, just think about like going Smoothie King Center, for example, or the Caesar Superdome. Now, those naming rights to the building are already sold, but think about logos on the floor or the partnerships with the in-game entertainment, the Zatarans, this or that. You know what I mean? Like the Raisin Canes halftime show, whatever. Like, you have to be able to sell your premium seats, right? Your suites and your floor seats and all that sort of stuff, club level. And you've got to have corporate sponsorships. And there just aren't enough corporations in Louisiana to support that. Like, you have enough corporate dollars for the Saints, and then it is really stretched thin for the Pelicans. I don't know how you would add a third. So it's not even so much a question of like, would you want hockey in Louisiana, or an NHL team? It's, can Louisiana support an NHL team? And honestly, I just don't see how that is doable. Like, New Orleans loves the Saints. It's their first love. It's their passion. And then there's some people who like the Pelicans, but mostly only when they win. I don't know how you introduce a third professional sports franchise. I just, I just don't know. Anyway, but let me know. I mean, I think there would be some like cool appeal to it, to be able to pop down and see an NHL game. I also just don't think it's realistic. Hey, Brian, good morning. Any word on new basketball arena? No. Listen, there is a board of supervisors meeting tomorrow, so file that away. Like, it could come up on the agenda for the board meeting tomorrow. I don't know 100% that it will. Like, the agenda for the board meeting is public. They're public, so the agenda is made public. It's online. It's not on the agenda, but there's always like sections for new business. It's like a stripped down skeleton model. It's like new business or, things people would like to bring up. There's always the possibility someone could bring it up like in one of those sections. But tomorrow is a board meeting, so it's worth filing away. Hey, Thomas, good morning. Leon, Abner Neal, Brian Wynn, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Hockey team in New Orleans would be great. You have to tell me why. You'd have to tell me why you think a hockey team in New Orleans would be great. Hey, Sean, good morning. Can I get a birthday shout out for my beautiful Colleen, 7 years old today? Well, happy birthday, Colleen. I hope you have an awesome day. That is fantastic. I hope mom and dad get you all the amazing presents in the world and that you get to eat cake for breakfast and that you get to eat ice cream for lunch and dinner and whatever you want to do today on your special day. So happy birthday, Colleen. Hope it's an awesome, awesome birthday. Okay. Hey, Dale, good morning. Will we see you for the opener this fall at Clemson? Probably not, Dale. I mean, we were having that conversation, me and Gordy, just loosely a couple of days ago. I don't think we're going to Clemson. I think we'll probably make a trip, maybe Nashville for Vanderbilt. I mean, it's a great home schedule this year, too. But it's it's maybe the best road schedule ever. But Clemson, you're at Bama, you play Vandy, but that's Nashville. Oklahoma for the first time ever. I mean, it's a great road schedule. So I think we're talking about making one of those road trips this year, but probably not Clemson. Bubba Smith, good morning. Morning, Matt and Drew, Dale. Hey, Trey, good morning. Would love to see NHL. I remember when New Orleans Brass was there. I loved it. See, here's the one thing to consider. Like, I know we've talked about like the Kingfish in Baton Rouge and the Ice Gators in Lafayette and the Brass in New Orleans. Like, we are talking about dramatically different realities. Okay. A minor league hockey team that draws 2,000 people a night, maybe 2,000 to 5,000 people, and paying, these guys are skating essentially for free and there's no overhead. That's a dramatically different reality than an NHL franchise with millionaire athletes and corporate sponsorships and all the stuff that goes in that. So it's you can't say it's not congruent to say, oh, whenever New Orleans had the Brass or Baton Rouge had the Kingfish, I loved it. That'd be great. Would you love it to the point where you'd spend $100 per ticket to go watch the hockey team? I don't know the answer to that. I'm telling you, man, that's just not the story. That's not the correlation. Maybe your enjoyment of hockey, that could make sense. But the correlation of would you support a minor league team where it costs you nothing to go or an NHL team where it's a commitment to go? That's a bigger question. Okay, hang on.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built. Parish built. From your hometown. ParishBuilt.com.
All right. Oh, tomorrow's the drawing. Tomorrow is the drawing. Parish Construction and Roofing giving away $5,000 cash money. All you got to do is sign up for a free, no obligation roofing inspection and follow us on social. It's that simple. I just posted the link, parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. NFL.com. Giving away $5,000 tomorrow in AFR. So sign up. You have a good chance to win. I think we've got, again, like we just did it for 7 days. Last Friday to this Friday. I think I checked last night. There's maybe like 30 entrants. So you got a good shot. Like, isn't like it's 1 in a million. Like, you got a good shot. So sign up. Tell someone you know, sign up. There you go, Thomas. Brad, Seth, did a frigid 32-degree cold plunge this morning at 6 o'clock. Best way to start the day. 32 that's aggressive, dude. That's what Joe Rogan does, is 32. I set mine at 50 because the research, as I understand it, says between minimum 3 minutes, maximum 6 minutes, temperature in the 50s. There's no research that says longer than 6 minutes or colder than 50 actually does you any good. But if you feel awesome, go do it, man. 32 is aggressive, though, brother. Like, bravo. Leon, NHL and NOLA would be interesting. I think baseball would do better. See, the problem, you have a couple problems with baseball. Number one, you'd have to build a stadium. With hockey, you already have the New Orleans Arena or the Smoothie King Center. So that's number one. How do you finance a brand new ballpark? Number one. Number two, you can't put a ballpark outdoors in New Orleans. You would have too much rain, too much heat. You'd be rained out all the time. You would have to have an indoor ballpark. So you'd have to have a roof or a retractable roof, which makes it even more expensive. That's number two. Number three, 162 games. 81 at home. Again, we're just talking about the corporate dollars to support. Do you have the corporate dollars to support two franchises? Like the Saints will always have it, but you're struggling on the Pelicans on top. Like, I just don't think people think, oh, it would be cool to go to a hockey game, and don't think in terms of what it would actually require of a city and a community to support an NHL team or another professional sports franchise. I was raised in Louisiana, now I live in Dallas. The Stars are a big draw here. I think could work in New Orleans if there was money and sponsors behind it. Yeah, Dallas is also the 6th biggest city in the country. You got the population and the money to support it, to support the Cowboys and the Rangers and the Mavs and the Stars. You could do it. I mean, so do you know how many Fortune 500 companies are in Louisiana? Guess. Most of you know. Louisiana-based Fortune 500 companies. So Fortune 500, the 500 biggest companies in the world, right? How many are in Louisiana? Two. Entergy and Lumen Technologies. That's it. Let's look up Fortune 500 companies in Dallas. Nine. And actually, if you count DFW, like the Dallas-Fort Worth, it's 24. So the entire state of Louisiana has 2 Fortune 500 companies. Dallas-Fort Worth has 24. They can support 10 franchises if they needed to. Shane O'Mac, good morning. How about the New Orleans Bourbon as a team name? Enjoy going to the Brass games. Apparently, there are other minor league teams throughout Louisiana, great attendance. But see, they didn't. Like, that's the thing. Relative to the NHL, when the Kingfish would play at the River Center or the Riverside Centralplex and draw 3,000 people, or the Brass would play whatever that theater was they played out and draw 2,500, 3,000 people, 5,000 people even. Like, 5,000 people at the New Orleans arena is a third of the arena. Brett, count me in. Tiger Poppy, short video of you throwing the first pitch at the box popped up on my feed. That was a different Scone. Yeah, man, that was 2010. That was, that was the first year of AFR. Boy, that was the time where we were trying to do anything at all to get people to know our station even existed. It's such a different reality, you know. Sorry. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, so we launched 104.5 ESPN. We flipped 104 the X, which had like a 0.1 share. I mean, nobody listened to the station. So nobody knew we existed. And y'all have heard the signal, like it's a low power 5,000 watt FM. It's not easy to hear at some parts of the day and parts of town. So we did everything to try to draw attention. I did Dancing with the Stars locally, which that's on YouTube as well. That first pitch at the LSU baseball game, they played. I'm pretty sure it was a game against ULL. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was a game against ULL in 2010. Actually, Erica, hang on. Oh my God, it's faded. Look, Erica made this collage. Matt on the mound. Oh, you can't see it because of the glare. Anyway, there, I can do it like that. Erica made this collage of pictures of me throwing out the first pitch in that game. 2010. It's been on my shelf for 14. It's all faded. It's funny. Anyway. Austin, good morning. Watch series finale of Cobra Kai, which is amazing. Ryan Clark made a cameo. Okay. Someone told me, I don't know if it was here or somewhere else, that someone told me RC was in Cobra Kai. I didn't see it. But that's pretty cool. RC's a big fight fan, like big UFC fan. What's going on, man? Okay. Sorry. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. What up, David? Good morning. Hate to get overhyped. Baseball team looks different. Well, they do physically look different. They got like every player is over 6 feet tall. They got like dudes that are 6'8" and 6'9" and 6'7". I mean, they are different. I mean, they are built different. There's no doubt. Brad David, can Cam Carter return? No, he is out of eligibility. He went Mississippi State, Kansas State for 2 years, and now LSU, and he did not redshirt. So he played all 4 years, and he was not in the COVID year either. Eric, I fully support the NHL, and Nola, I'd still go. Sens go. Shannon Mack, Monroe Moccasins average over 4,000 per home game. Zydeco average over 3,000. That's great. And 4,000 and 3,000 would be about 20% of the New Orleans arena. It's not nearly enough. Hey, Brett, with Cotton Eye Joe. We played Cotton Eye Joe yesterday on AFR talking about it. Robbie, Mortimer, Matt, do you think New Orleans will have an MLB team? I do not. No. For all the reasons we talked about a bit ago. Cost to build a stadium. It would have to be a domed stadium or retractable roof stadium because of heat and rain. You'd have too many cancellations and postponements. And I don't think there's an appetite to support another professional sports franchise in New Orleans. Chad, are you going to watch the hockey game tonight? No. Jeff, good morning. Brett, I'd prefer an MLB team over NHL. Personal preference. Love the contact in hockey. Nothing like seeing hits against the glass up close. Physical, not a lot of room for soft rules for players. The dental business will pick up. Truex, what's up, man? Good morning. The dental business. Here, Ponceon, got Morgan. Blown coverage. Don't think there's enough hockey fans in Louisiana to support a team. Toki Doki, what's going on? Let's see. Eric, do you have a favorite NHL team? No, man. Honestly, Eric, I'm not sure I could name every NHL team. And I couldn't name you 5 active NHL players right now, honestly. Now, all time, yeah, because I remember as a kid watching SportsCenter and you'd see Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr and all those guys. Patrick Roy, Marc Messier. But outside of 90s hockey players that I would see on SportsCenter every day, I am clueless. I know there's a guy named Kachuk because I heard everybody talking about him getting in a fight. And he has a brother, Kachuk. The brother's Kachuk. And then I know Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin. We're up to 4. I remember TJ Oshie from the Olympics. Is he still playing hockey? Let's see if TJ Oshie is still playing. I might have gotten a 5. Although you may not count the Kachucks because I don't know their first name. I just said Kachuk twice. TJ Oshie still playing. He's a hockey right winger. How about that? A right winger in Washington. Yeah, TJ Oshie. There you go. I got to 5. If we're counting Kachuk. Do we count Kachuk twice? Anyway. Okay. I got to go. All right. Y'all have an awesome day. Locked on LSU is live. Please go check it out. AFR at 3. And remember, we are giving away $5,000 cash tomorrow from Parish Construction and Roofing. Go to parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. Sign up for a free, no obligation roofing inspection and follow us on social. And you're entered to win. Parishbuilt.com. We'll see.